This is a demonstration of my prototype industrial placement tracking system. So this is the home page. We have a top bar along the top and a navigation bar. These are featured throughout the site. The navigation bar contains rollover buttons. This is just to make the users aware that they are buttons and they can be clicked. Here we have an introduction to the site and instructions. So they contain links to all of the other pages as well as the ones in the navigation bar, just to make it easier to use. Further down the page, we have the timetable timeline. The purpose of this is to help students keep on track with all the hand-ins for the year and let them know what they should be doing at what stage of the placement. So it starts at week 1 and it goes all the way along and explains what they should be doing. Then a section here describes how to do it and what they should be submitting. It goes all the way to the end of the placement and ends on the hand-in date, which is the 21st of August. And the page features a responsive web design. That means that it'll fit to a number of different device sizes with different resolutions and is available on mobile devices and across platforms. So I'll demonstrate it by resizing the window. So when you resize the window, you can see everything still is shown on the page, everything fits. We have the navigation bar, which is smaller just to make it easier, so you don't have to, if you're using a phone, have to press tiny little buttons. These are all still fully functional, and we'll go with the pages. So further down, everything else is still maintained. This is a lot smaller, but it still works and it's still readable. Again, it goes all the way. And that is featured throughout the system on all of the pages. So we'll go next to the resources page, and this is for the students. This contains a PDF that has been embedded, and this has the module handbook. So they can scroll through, read everything, copy and paste anything, download it themselves, print it. We also have the forms here. Some of the submission pages require a lot of information, so forms have been provided for students. So when you click them here, they download and then they open in Word and they're fully editable, and then they can just be uploaded. So we'll go to the contact page. This is just to provide further information for the students so they can find out where the main points of contact are if they have any problems. Then we have one of the main functions of the system, which is the submit page. So this is the submit menu page. Here are all of the different things that can be submitted. They're all, again, rollovers, so students will know that they're buttons and they can be clicked. So we'll just go onto them all. So they're all the same kind of layout here. So you have the forms, and then you have the submit button and the reset form. This resets the page. And the 12-week review, so they're all exactly the same. So we'll submit a notification of placement just to show it working. So all of these forms are validated. So with the student number, nothing other than a number can go in. So we'll try and spell my name. Nothing. Apart from the E, which can be featured in some numbers, but other than that, there are no letters that can go in. So we'll put a number in. And then we'll put that up to 5, 6, 8, 9. The student program is ICT. Put a telephone number in. And here we select a date for the proposed start date. So this has a calendar feature, so you can skip through. So let's say we're starting on the 1st of September 2016, and that puts it in the correct format there. It also lets you upload a file. So if you choose a file, then it uploads documents, and you can select a document to submit, and it goes there, and then it submits. When you submit, this takes you back to this page, and it says, and it informs you that you have submitted it. So thank you, your details have been submitted. And then you can go back and we'll show the other features on the form. So all the forms have these following features. So these are all validated. So if you try to submit without filling it in, a little reminder comes up to say please fill out this field. And also if we put in some numbers here, this button here will reset the form, and just in case students have done it wrong, they want to start again. So I'll show another feature. So we'll use the one with an email address. So if we put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. Student email. So this will not be approved. As you can see, you can just put in email and then try and submit it, but it's still in red. It won't submit until you use an @ sign and put the correct email format in. So it will be @email.com, and as you can see there, it's turned from red to black, and then you try to submit it, it moves on to the next field there. So we'll not submit that because we're not demonstrating that yet, but all of the pages have validation on them. Now, the next stage of the system is the admin side. So we'll log in. First thing, I'll show what happens if you log in with the incorrect credentials. So we'll just put in username and then make up a password. And if you try to log in, it informs you that you've got the wrong username and password and you have to try again. So we'll use the correct ones now. So it's admin and password. Log in, and here you're taken to the admin homepage. This still has the top bar on it and the navigation bar, except there are different links. And the background colour is different just so users can determine whether they're on the admin side or the student side. So on the homepage, again, we have the welcome notice and instructions. In the instructions, they have links to all of the pages. So just to help again. So this is laid out quite similarly to the student side. So the first thing that you would do is after the notification of placements have been submitted, you go to the notification of placement review page, and on here you can see all of the different submissions, and here is the one that hasn't been approved yet. So this is the one we've just submitted, so we will approve it. And I'll show it actually first in the view section. So in the notification placement view section, you can see here that it is just blank. So we'll approve it and update. Then we'll go back to the view page, the notification of placement, and it is now approved. So the reason you might have seen for the arrow when it was in here was just so it's an indicator for the users so they can see when it needs filling out. So we'll look at the view page again, the view submissions. So we have the forms here, so you can see the notification of placement and see all the ones that have been submitted. We also have Form A submissions, we have learning contract submissions, and we have 12-week review submissions, and these are all updated automatically when students have entered their information in. Right, so we'll go to the logout page. So, well, actually we'll go back to the admin home page first. So the pages in the admin home have been protected, so to stop people from just putting in the URL. So I'll demonstrate that by copying the URL and logging out of the system. So we've logged out, the session's ended, so we'll try and copy back the link in for the admin homepage and enter, and it just redirects straight back to this page. So it won't let anyone in, so we'll log back in. So when the session has ended, you'll not be able to get back in without logging in, so we'll try it with another page just to prove it. So we'll we'll put it on the Form A and we'll copy that, and we'll log out again, put that link in and submit, and again it loops back. So that is a full demonstration of my system. We'll go back to the home page, and that is everything. That is all the features the client asked for and a few more.